Hopefully I don't have any grease on my shirts. I just ate a big giant egg sandwich. I was so hungry. I just recorded a podcast with Gemini Brown. And then I really needed to eat. I really needed to eat bad. If you're in the chat, what's up? How you doing? Tell me about your day. The moon just left Pisces, which means it's in Aries now. So we have the North Node at the very last degrees of Aries. So it's close to 0 point, right where the moon is. It's conjunct. Well, hello, witches, writers, and shrinks. My girl. I think that's Eliza. Hey, we're going live. I do have a thing to talk about, but I also just wanted to see who would be here. Making sure I don't have egg on my face. My 10th house, pardon for the coughing. I'm still getting over this cold that I had last week. My 10th house is Pisces. So I have had a lot of things to do with work. Oh, cool. Perfect timing. I just done eating breakfast and it's noon. I was in a podcast call with Gemini Brown. And I swear to God, we have enough Gemini energy. And he's got a lot of Virgo. So we did some mercurial chit-chatting for like 3 hours. 3 hours. And then tonight at 5 p.m., I go live again with ASO, which is astrology shit posting only on Facebook, and doing tarot readings on there for the evening. You can eat my... Yay! I get to be a part of your dinner or lunch, whatever. I like that. So yeah, I'm going to be on camera all fucking day today. I'm tired. My hair got pressed weird because I was wearing my like headset. I keep looking at it like this is what I started out with. It's like weird looking. Anyway, my point of getting on here wasn't just to enjoy the group chat, which I love. I love seeing people comment. That's my jammy jam. But I'm here. I have a note in front of me so I don't get off track. It's a reminder. My thing is remind yourself to be patient with whatever stage you're at, because it's all part of the story, but also because it's hard to get advice from anybody. It's hard to receive advice from anybody who hasn't been through hard knocks. So part of the benefit of going through some shit, that 10th house pressure for me, I just had to leave a job that I really loved. There's certain aspects of that job I really loved, and there's certain aspects of that job I really hated. As a 10th house Pisces energy, and now things are in Aries, and things will continue to gravitate towards Aries, except for the North Node that goes into Pisces. So we're going to have this crisscross of energies, and it'll end well, but we have to really, really remember that every experience that we have is leading up to being of more value. Dissolving. Yeah. Aries is 8. I will maintain this every single day that Virgo rising charts, it's not that I don't have a personal vendetta against them. I love Virgo risings. I have a lot of Virgo risings in my life. But it's my opinion that your guys' transits just kind of suck. They're heavy. Aries energy is supposed to be childlike and playful. I have sat in this chair for so long, I feel like fidgeting. Aries energy is supposed to be childlike innocence in a way, like the infant of the zodiac, the just exploring things wide-eyed, enthusiastic, but having it in the 8th is rough. Where do your childhood dreams go to die? Like, that's what it kind of makes me feel like. Definitely a grow up too soon thing. And there's a lot of other aspects about the Virgo rising chart that make me feel like, it's rough. But mainly it's the transits, especially the last 10 years or so. It's just, you guys get it bad. You guys get it down bad. And here's the thing, though. Y'all turn it into art some kind of way. You turn it around and heal people, or you turn around and make something beautiful of it in a way that nobody else does. You can categorize the information that you get and turn it into something practical like none other. So as shitty as your guys' transits are, as hard as it is, I mean, Leo in the 12th house, dude. Virgos are healers for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you understand firsthand what it is to purge, and that's exactly what I'm, talking about is it's easy to have eyes on both sides if you've lived both ways. If you have the advantage of hindsight, then you also understand what kind of place you have to be in to make the mistake in the first place. So a lot of the healing is done internally first. I have my only, it's really close to my IC. It's in between, sort of. My IC is not Virgo, though. It is Leo. But I do have Virgo in the 4th house. If I was a whole sign chart, maybe that would change a little something with the Virgo. But I tend to express very Virgo in. I stress. I was just talking about this too. I stress on my routines. I stress on my religious. Religious is the wrong word. My spiritual routines. What's the other word? Rituals. I love rituals. Rituals help ground me. And I think it's due in part because of the Saturn in the 6th house. It really makes me very nitpicky at times. My Virgo expresses itself in the kitchen, along with my Mars. And I get very particular about how things are cleaned. If I want them cleansed and disinfected or treated a certain way, I get very particular. So, I do have a love for that Virgo energy, a deep love, but it's really hard to turn around and be a healer and be a helper if you haven't been there yourself. I don't accept advice from other people very well if I see that they haven't achieved anything, or see that they haven't made a bet on themselves in some kind of way. If they're giving me like marketing advice, but their followers aren't good, if their business isn't good, if they're not doing well, who are you to be talking to me? Like, what kind of moves are you making? I'm big on who are you to talk. And the people in my life that are my biggest supporters have been dragged through the mud. The way that they give me pep talks is unlike the way anybody else gives me pep talks. So I just, again, getting to the point, and then I'll jump off. Keep it short. I got 9 minutes right now. Take a deep breath. Even if you're in the stage of being cringe, or still processing some things that you're not proud of, or still learning how to take up space, learning how to be on your own and proud of yourself, learning how to come back to your center after being lost and confused, either in abusive relationships, or maybe you had a shitty relationship with your family growing up and they weren't supportive, or they were neglectful, or any other combination. Maybe they straight up attacked you. There's many, many different types of things that can go on in a life. But no matter where you come from, no matter what stage you're in, I want you to infuse that with gratitude because of where it's going to go. There's gifts that you're being instilled with right now that are going to turn around and be the opening of the third eye for somebody else down the road. And if you can't receive a gift, but you can give a gift, understand that you're the gift. And this day, this very moment is leading up to you being wrapped up in a bow and presented in the best light possible. Nothing is useless in this world. Keep your chin up. That's my message of the day. I make a message every day. I've been starting to use YouTube more, but if you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm Sui Generous Regenerate on Instagram. Don't be afraid to play. Don't be afraid to feel good feelings, even if you've been through a lot and you sort of feel guilty about it. I'm giving you permission to feel good feelings. I'm not talking about fake good feelings. I'm not talking about drinking a bunch and feeling that spike in dopamine. I'm talking about genuinely positive feelings. You don't have to feel guilty for feeling good. And circling back one final time before I jump off. Every day that you've lived through up till now has been leading you up to the life you're meant to live in some type of way. Relax your nervous system. You're not too late. In fact, you might be ahead of your time. Just realize you might be a pioneer and keep it going. I love you guys. Now it's 12 minutes. I'm going to go. I've repeated my message a few times, but I come from the heart. I'm sorry about my congestion. I sound funny. Please take care of yourselves. Please be easy on your spirits and learn to take up space regardless. You have value. I love you guys.